Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and your cheese compilation for August 2019. Top left-hand corner, it is the Red Terran player Brother Cow against the Blue Protoss player Radiant in the bottom right. Woo! Sorry I had to mute there for a second. Just sneezing. I think I have a little bit of allergies. I've never had them before, but I'm not sure how else to explain the sneezing. Maybe it's my new cat. My cat, Cinnamon. The kids named her, and she's a pretty good cat. Other than the fact that she likes to bite my ears while I'm sleeping. Alright, so this is the cheese compilation. If you'd like Falcon Paladin to cast your cheese, send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. I will send them to my screeners. Thank you very much for all of those who got back to me this month. Thank you, Sniper Monkey. Thank you, Stefan. And thank you, Somicron. Really appreciate the work that you did. There were about 40 replays. About 10 of them made the cut. And yeah, these screeners liked a lot of your cheese this month compared to other months. All right, so hey on Proxy Barracks over here from Brother Cow. TVP is hard for a lot of people, and yeah, proxies can be the answer to that if you just don't like TVP. Either you win or you lose really, really fast. All right, so this probe is scouting around saying, this is kind of interesting. What are you doing? Brother Cow, do not do this. Do not bring all of these SCVs off the line trying to kill that probe. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable work from you. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, Brother Cow, I need to work on this, man. All right, so keep in mind, this cheese is not professional cheese, okay? This is not people like Marine Lord, although it would be fun to do a cheese compilation from Asus Rogue, huh? Maybe I'll have to figure that out. It's been a while since I've done a StarCraft 2 cheese comp at the pro level. Either way, what this probe is seeing is no gas and seeing nothing but one barracks going down and saying either Brother Cow is floating a hajillion resources or he's got stuff elsewhere on the map, which he's not scouting, by the way. So quick robotics facility out of Radiant. I don't know what we're doing with that unless it's going to be a disruptor, which honestly could be super good at this level. Disruptors are kind of overpowered at the lower levels of StarCraft just because lower level players don't know how to split against that ball, and by golly, we've seen it do tons of damage. At gold level, platinum level, you know, silver, stuff like that. Even at diamond, it can be pretty problematic, especially for Zergs who just Zergs don't have that splitting thing down. Like Terran have been splitting against Banelings since Wings of Liberty, but haven't had to worry about disruptor splitting for, you know, since the beginning of time, is what I'm saying. Anyway, gotta be Marines, and in fact it is, because we just took some gas. Actually, second refinery coming down, so this could be some kind of another follow-up. Is that a tech lab? Is he like waiting for a big stim attack or something? This is weird. And a supply depot over here, because why not? This SCV is apparently doing nothing. But on my other screen right now, I have the World of Warcraft Classic screen up. And it initially, when I started, it said to be about 90 minutes, which would have been an hour ago, but we're still positioning Q 982, which does not bode well. And at this point, I mean, I think this was to be expected. We're going to expect an overload on the services, on the servers, early stages here for World of Warcraft Classic. And then at some point, it's going to fall off. I don't know when. It could be after a week. It could be after 2 weeks. Could be never. Who knows, honestly. Dark Shrine and Immortals in production with a Warp Prism. What is this build from Radiant? Kind of like a Sim City, though. He's got his pylons all lined up and his buildings on either side there. Dark Shrine coming up back this way. Brother Cow, he needs to hit earlier than this. He's got to get bunkers coming up. A Reaper's going to show up and really not catch anybody by surprise. Although, there's technically nothing here to stop it other than that Immortal. So, actually, what else is in here? A couple probes? Why are there probes in that Warp Prism? This is so weird. What is this build from Radiant? I'm interested to see why all three of you chose this replay, guys. Sniper, Stefan, and Somicron. Either this is like godlike Warp Prism micro and he uses it to kill every one of these Marines, or he's just heading up over this way to try to do... I mean, what? He's going to throw down a pylon in... Well, you don't need the probes, though. The Warp Prism can warp stuff in. This is so weird out of Radiant. Why on earth would you load up 2 probes inside that Warp Prism unless you're going to warp in buildings? Which this could be. Maybe you're just going to throw down the warp field and put in some, like, bring in some gateways or something weird. Is he going to use this to power gateways? Because you can power buildings. Oh, cannons. Ah, okay. He's using it to build cannons, shield batteries, and more stuff here. Oh, this is really interesting. But the problem is, the entire army for the Terran is on the other side of the map, and if they just kind of move in here, I think they win. Honestly, although DTs, there is DT tech, so DT detection might be incredible. Either way, Immortals shows up. I'm going to try to snipe down this command center, or at least force to liftoff. That is actually a Marine Marauder group out here in the main base, though. Not too bad. Going to pull back. Going to get healed up by these shield batteries. Pull back so where the cannons help. That's what I'm talking about. And Brother Cow is not actually falling for that. I'm not going to walk into range of your cannons. Am I stupid? Heck no. Marines and Reapers heading up this ramp. I'm going to try to take down, what, the pylons? But no, they're just going after probes. Yee, man, Marines are so stupid good against probes. But the DTs warp in. This is what I'm talking about. And there's no detection because there's not an orbital command from Brother Cow. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's a Protoss win, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, all the Marines get wiped out. The DTs are on offense. The DTs are on defense. And Radiant ends up winning game number 1 there very convincingly. Very interesting stuff. I like this. I like this whole War Prism Cannon shield battery thing. Not going to work at the super higher levels, I don't think, just because Terran at this stage will just make a Viking and be like, okay, everything's unpowered. But I guess there are pylons here now from Radiant, so he thought that through. He thought about that before he moved in. So pretty fun stuff. Pretty fun stuff there. Cheese versus Cheese. Who ends up winning? Well, the Protoss does because DTs are here, and Brother Cow never actually made an orbital command for some reason. So just lessons to be learned here from Brother Cow. If you're going to proxy, attack earlier than this. Right? If you're going to proxy and risk a lot, just basically put 3 or 4 barracks out, make a ton of Marines, and go around 3 minutes. Not around 5 or 6. You got to be earlier than that with your Cheese. Timings matter a lot here. So that's pretty fun for game number 1. Let's see what game number 2 is going to bring our way, and we'll be right back. Game 2 is here on Thunderbird, a really big map. Hard to cheese on, but these players are determined, or at least one of them. Bottom right-hand corner, we have the Red Zerg player Applezerg, and in the top left, it is the blue Protoss player Mouseman. This one came with a tag from one of the screeners saying this one definitely needs to be in. All right, man. Sounds good. I do like to hear definitely should be in when it comes to my cheese. Check out the Falcon Paladin Hour, by the way, if you haven't checked that out already. Just search Falcon Paladin on your podcast app, whatever it is. Whatever phone you have, if you're just on the internet, Falcon Paladin Hour actually works in web browsers too. An apple a day keeps the Protoss away, and if you want to learn more about how Samacron is actually cursing certain players in the StarCraft 2 esports scene, you gotta listen to the pod, because there are some serious allegations made in the podcast about that. Alright, so Mouseman, boy, I mean, is he going to try to do this thing? We've seen this not go well for Protoss before. They try to wall off this ramp in a weird way and get that third Nexus up really fast. It's very greedy. Hard to do. We've seen Lings show up and just ruin this before. I think we saw that in the last Cheese compilation, if I remember right. Or maybe it was just part of an Into the Void game. I don't know. Something along those lines. It was so fast, though. It must have been. It must have been Cheese somehow. Strange. Strange. Anyways, hatch first here out of Zerg into Extractor Pool. It looks like it was the old 16, 18, 17 play. Nothing to nuts. And the 1-gate Expandaroonie here from Mouseman just starting to wall off. And he should be safe to do so because, again, this pool is nowhere near completing. And plus, it's a long rush map. And it's just, unless it's a very, instant 12 pool, you don't have to worry much about that as the Protoss player. You do have to worry about it because it's a potential thing. You have to worry about anything that's possible, right? But risks are how you play StarCraft. All right, Mouseman is not scouting. Is Mouseman scouting? He did scout a little bit. He's back home, though, with that probe. Or it's down here. Never mind. I thought I went home. It's down here throwing up a pylon. Sneaky stuff. So he saw the pool timing and the hatch timing and said, okay, I don't have to wall off instantly up here. I can afford to actually throw down some pylons and tech down to the south and see where that goes. Cybercore on the way. And another gateway to finish that wall off. And I'm pretty sure that's a hard wall. Oh, never mind. The probe's like, no, Falcon. It's not a hard wall at all. I have such a hard time seeing what a hard wall is. I mean, I guess that's, yeah, that's fair. Okay, there's a gap there. There is, without question, a gap there. All right, so Zealot in production first, just to hold the wall against any Ling harassment. If this was a Baneling bust, I think Mouseman would just be dead. But no Baneling nest, just speed on the way. And a bunch of Lings coming in, which... if you're going to send Lings out, maybe do them faster than this. I don't know. This is going to be hard for Mouseman, though. It is really hard to hold against this many Lings just with a Zealot. And honestly, if you're sending this many Lings out, why not make a Baneling nest just to augment? But I guess he's going for that third base around 2.5 minutes. It's a little bit later than we normally see, but Otherwise, it's okay. He's just sacrificing drones for this, is what it is. Mouseman's at 26 workers, Applezerg's at 24. He should be at 30 or so. But these lings are going to basically try to say, hey, Zealot, come out here and stop us, you big ugly brute. But an Adept does come out. All right, nicely done. Adept comes out, shuts this down. And this is what I'm talking about. You're too late, really, to do anything. There's going to be an Adept at some point. Whether it was Adept first or not, there's going to be an Adept out. And then your slow lings really can't accomplish much if the Zealot just holds put and the Adept backs him up. So Stargate here for Mouseman, that is problematic. Proxy Stargates are so hard for Zerg to deal with. There are specific timings they have in their heads to deal with oracles. For me, it's about 4 minutes. I start throwing up safety spores if I don't see anything. Like if I haven't scouted anything else, right? Hard for me to scout sometimes with stalkers and whatnot. But yeah, it's just 4 minutes. But I guess we're at 4 minutes here, so never mind. This will work out, actually. Oracle coming in. Spore Crawler would get started like now. And Spore Crawlers don't take that long to build. So I think I'd be okay. Applezerg, on the other hand, is throwing up a Spore in his natural. And now in his main. Okay, so he's got about the right timing for this. But 2 Oracles are scarier than 1. Without question. These lings are just not accomplishing anything right now. I guess they're denying a third base, kind of, for Mouseman. I don't know. But yeah, double Oracle, that is something you actually need to scout and be ready for. See it at some point. And either have 2 queens and a spore at each base, or 2 spores and a queen. Just 1 and 1 is not going to work out. 1 of each is not going to work out for you. You really need those 2. And that's one of the things with Zerg, is you have to be able to scout and react accurately, or you're just going to die to things. Again, that's generally true about all matchups in StarCraft, but from what I've seen, Zerg kind of gets punished harder for not scouting certain things. I guess, yeah, and I guess that's kind of what... There were some nerfs, right? There were some nerfs to Protoss that had something to do with all of the 2 and 3 base timing attacks Protoss can do, and just how many of them can look very similar, but Zerg has to respond perfectly to the right one that it is, or they die. And it can be hard to scout as the game goes on, as Phoenix exists, as more Stalkers start coming in, as cannons get placed in different locations. Anyway, it is going to be charge. So we're looking at like a charge Oracle play, which... that's killed me before. Having like 5 or 6 oracles show up and then charge lots on top of that, it's like, oh, right? Yeah, basically you need a good number of roaches to handle the charge lots or banelings, to handle those, and enough queens or hydras to try to take down the oracles. Queens a little bit better than hydras. Hydras are a little bit squishy. Taking direct fire from oracles usually results in death. So the Overlord scouts this triple oracle play. Triple oracle play. What is the ratio here, Falcon? Well, Spire's on the way. It's going to be too late for Applezerg, unfortunately. But additional queens would not be bad. If he started additional queens, now would be nice. Just seeing 3 oracles is quite a commitment to oracles. Probably not going to stop at 3, as we see there are now 4. So the Zerg player is droning up. He's at 44 workers on 3 bases. His macro is not as good as Mouseman's is. Mouseman is fully saturated at 2 bases at this point. He's looking good that way. He's got charge. He's going to be able to warp stuff in. Warp Prism heading on out with 4 Zealots inside and the ability to warp in how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warp gates. 6, 7 total warp gates on 2 bases with some Oracle support. This is scary. 13 roaches in the way from Applezerg. He's preparing appropriately for the charge lots. But you got to be ready for him too. You got to know where the Warp Prism is going. Oh, hang on. You don't just want to lose... the Warp Prism to queens, though. Okay, never mind. So we get inside the main base. The roaches don't have speed yet. It is almost done. That's huge. Oh, Warp Prism. Can you get it? If you can get that Warp Prism, this is over. Oh, boy. Zerg player in a world of trouble right now. Roaches are handling the Zealots. Stasis Ward going down. Oh, it does catch a handful of them. Whoa, it's 1,000,000 Stasis Wards. What is this shenaniganry? Applezerg throws out the nice and taps out. What? Mass Stasis gets the win. What are these shenanigans? I mean, I guess there was nothing to handle the Zealots because everything was in stasis, but I think eventually they're going to come out. The roaches will come out of stasis at some point, and you're still going to be on 2 bases. If you pull the drones, and maybe you can save the lair. I don't know. Feels like a premature get out of there for Applezerg, but... what are we looking at? 362 to 400 losses. It was really even. But again, the Zealots are right here. The Zealots are going after these drones. They're probably going to get the lair. There's more stasis wards down too. So like as these roaches come out of stasis and try to get over here, they go blop and more stasis catches them. I don't know. Do I kind of feel like the Oracles just using Pulsar Beam would have been better in this situation? Yes. But the Mass Stasis was kind of fun, so we'll go ahead and give that one a Falcon stamp of approval. But that's going to be it for this game. Let's go ahead and check out more cheese coming at you in just a minute. All right, going to be Cloud and Squat here on Kairos Junction, the Ladder Edition. Bottom right-hand corner, red Protoss player Squat. And top left-hand corner, the blue Zerg player Cloud. All right, need a different matchup for the next game, but I do like PvZ. All right, man. So players being friendly to each other. Good luck, have fun. You too, says Squat. He is from Lights, the Lights clan. I've never actually seen that clan tag before, but I assume that's how you say that. Estimated time remaining in World of Warcraft Classic queue, 6 minutes. Positioning queue, 339. All right, maybe. We'll see. It's going to be a madhouse. One of the things they actually talked about is how the server sizes now, compared to 2004, are like 10 times as big. So for a server to be full seems insane to me. The starting area is going to have like 400 million people in it. I'm definitely going to stream it on Twitch, though. A lot of people are streaming it on Twitch, and I want to join that group. So twitch.tv/falconpaladin. I'm doing StarCraft 2 out there. I'm doing Brood War out there. I'm doing ladder team stuff in StarCraft 2 with Samacron, if you haven't seen that one. And I am playing through the Carbot StarCraft 1 campaign right now, which is tons of fun. The little Carbot skins and animations, and makes me so happy. So happy to play every time. It's every Sunday if you just want to give me a follow out there. That's all it really takes. Doesn't cost you anything. But here comes Squat. Squat's going for ye old cannon rush. Wow, actually walling up the front so he can expand if he needs to. This is so mean. And also any scouting anticipates there's going to be an expansion. Oh, this is so sneaky out of Squat. I wish Creep had better vision and it could see down ramps, but no, man, that is hidden. He doesn't really have to protect this at all. That spawning pool is nowhere near done. Is the drone going to see this? Oh, he sees the pylon. And here come the drones. Can they take down these cannons? I don't think they can. They need to get a full surround. Oh, it's not going to be enough. That is a canceled. Is he trying to stack up and take these? No, it's not working. That should have canceled the natural and just... Oh, no, not a spine there. Cloud, your response is so bad. All right. I love you, man. I love you as a fellow Zerg player, but you just lost a ton of workers, and both these spines are going to die, and you're going to lose your hatchery. Man, if you don't get there in time, and you can't get full surrounds on those cannons especially, then just cancel the hatchery, expand somewhere else, and start going for roaches and ravagers. That is the appropriate response here. So yeah, going to lose the natural. What's the follow-up going to be from Squat? It's got a cyber core. It's exciting. He's actually building a Stargate up here. Okay, so he's going to go proxy Stargate up north. Natural base going to die. Spine crawler top of the ramp. Roach Warren coming in. Okay, so Roach Warren coming in. But again, losing those workers early is just almost a death sentence. Losing 4 drones at the 2-minute mark is so hard to come back from. So hard to come back from. He needs to be droning up super hard. He does need a queen. He's got one of those. The spine crawler, I guess the spine crawler, you can get it up here on the high ground and work on these cannons, but you're not saving the base at this point anyway. And the cannons aren't exactly covering your exit. So I mean, at this point, maybe don't worry about them. But yeah, Undora, move over, start killing them. If you have the spine, might as well put it to work, man. That is how I view spine crawlers. If you're making them in response to being cannoned or proxied in some way, move them over to where they can attack something. Anyway, it's probably going to be an Oracle. It is going to be an Oracle from Squat and Cloud, and all of this confusion. It might not be paying attention to the little timer in his head that says at 4 minutes, you need a spore, buddy. Oh, he's going for a lair. All right, that's interesting. He's moving the spine over. That's good. And yeah, just total one basing it right here is Squat. He's got a zealot in the wall in case a bunch of lings try to show up. He's got a cannon in front of the wall. Cannon behind the wall would be better, but whatever. It's probably not going to come to that anyway. And yeah, we're 4 minutes and he's not starting. He's not starting a sport. Does it even matter if there's going to be two Oracle follow-up? Is mean stuff. Also, this Overlord should be trying to scout in. I know there's a lot of stuff to remember when you're being cannon rushed, but if there's not a robotics facility here, there's nothing further happening. You need to scout. You need to send an Overlord in, at least try to see what's going on, at least try to scout the lack of other higher tech, and then the proxy is going to murder you. So 2 Oracles, I think 2 Oracles just win at this point. You kill the queen, all the drones die, and Squat is just being a little bit careful here. Ooh, a Nidus. Okay, so we're going to try to one-base Nidus this thing, which might work here. I mean, it's something. It's just Protoss players have been dealing with counter Nidus rushes since Heart of the Swarm, I think. When did they introduce the Nidus? Was it Heart of the Swarm? Did they have Nidus in Wings of Liberty? I am trying to remember. It was so long ago. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, there's enough of an army defending here, actually, that... Yeah, I mean, army supply is just 14 to 15. It's even. The roaches are here. Can he actually make some Ravagers? Ooh, yeah, he can make them all into Ravagers. Okay, that's interesting. But the problem is, at the moment, defending against these 3 oracles. See how fast this queen dies? Yeah, me too. I also see everyone's in the Nidus. Let's go, boys. If this dies before this comes up, I don't even know. We're going to learn something here. If the Nidus network dies before the worm erupts, is that game? It is! Oh! And Squat is your winner. Wow. 3 oracles taking down the Nidus network. Everything in the Nidus network dies because the other end dies too. Oh, that was good. That was really good stuff. But yeah, just lack of information. A lot of cheese success can be attributed to lack of information. I know it's hard to scout for proxies and stuff, but this Overlord didn't even move. At the very least, it tried to get in here and see what's going on and didn't. So good job by Squat, though. Well executed. Cancels the main base and then comes in with 3 oracles. I don't think he was planning on a Nidus network. But when it presented itself, he took advantage and took it down because Oracle DPS is great. Okay, more cheese coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Okay, well, what you guys don't know is that for the last 2 hours between that last game and this one, I was playing World of Warcraft Classic, and the lag in Northshire Abbey was so bad. But apparently outside of there it was good, but that's my fault for choosing a human character, apparently. And it would have been so bad, except I got disconnected twice and lost a lot of XP and lost a lot of progress on my quests, and I'm like, I am out. I'm going to wait until it settles down. All right, so the bottom right-hand corner of this cheese compilation submission, it is the blue Protoss player, Grania Rosen. And in the top left, it is the red Terran player, Nuba. All right, man, what is this SCV up to? Early SCV scout is very strange, but the double proxy racks here on the high ground, hard to scout. Unless you come up here. I like this position. You can go right down here, right down here, right down here. Never see these racks. You have to go up on top there to actually spot it. So that's fantastic. More SCVs coming down, I guess, maybe for additional somethings. But this probe needs to see these 2 SCVs come out and say, all right, something's going on. But again, you don't always see that. Oh, another SCV coming in. This is a Marine SCV all-in, is what this is. Pulling the boys a little bit early, unless you're making additional barracks, which maybe you could be doing. I don't know. Let's see what these SCVs do when they get up here. The probe says, okay, there's nothing here but a supply depot. There is definitely some proxy shenanigans happening. Time to get additional gateways. Time to cyber core up. Maybe get a forge and some cannons up at the top of the ramp would be beautiful too. Because the Marine production has begun. The SCVs are coming in. What is this plan from Nuba? What are you going to do? You're going to try to win? Oh. Oh. That's interesting. Dude, make a zealot. Just make... you don't know at this point, though, do ya? And here comes the 5 bunker play. Oh, my gosh, Nuba. What is happening right now? Okay, I am in love with this strategy already. Nuba. It's new. It looks fairly effective. A Stalker's in production here to try to pick off all these SCVs, but it's going to take some time. Right? Another Stalker getting Chrono Boost out. This is going to be tight. This is going to be a tight hold, ladies and gentlemen. That pylon going down doesn't really matter. Look, that SCV is going to finish the bunker. Oh, it does finish the bunker. All the bunkers finish. Holy crap, all the bunkers finish. Oh my gosh, this is kind of genius. Out of Nuba. Getting bunkers here makes everything so much stronger, and it's hard to stop. Because they all came in at the same time, right? If you see one bunker going down, you can stop it, but... all of them start going down. I think that's just a win for Terran. I don't know what the Protoss player does against this. Really, he's making adepts, which is horrifically bad against buildings. Stalkers would be the right answer, except how many do you need to kill a bunker full of Marines at this stage? 5, 6, 7? He's trying to take one down, but look, the SCVs are here to repair too. Only one SCV repairing, but that's all that matters. Shield battery helps. Sure. Sure it does, but the bunkers are up in range of the Nexus. Oh, man, they're trying to focus down this gateway. They're going to get that. Production's going to be really slowed down for the Protoss player here. APM for the Protoss, 180-200. This is a fairly high-level game, it looks like. Look at this working out of Nuba. Dude, I think that's it. I really don't see the Protoss surviving here at all. There's a cannon here, but it doesn't really matter because the cannon's never going to be in range of those bunkers. And the bunkers don't have to leave, or the Marines inside the bunkers don't have to leave the bunkers because you're in range of the Nexus. That's all you got to do. Once you're in range of the Nexus, you win. The Stalkers can't get out to harass the other side of the map either, which would be hard to do because there's a wall off anyway, but you can't base race this thing. There's too much damage. The Marines continue to get pumped out here 2 by 2. The bunkers are filling up. New bunkers shows up. Bam, we're in range of the probes now. We're trying to kill probes, and bam! Nuba gets the win. What? That was awesome. That was new. That was fresh. That was effective. That is what I love to see in the Cheese compilation. What a submission here from Nuba. 200 APM on that guy right now. How about, yeah, currently 200 average of 102 from Grenia. So I feel like this is at least a platinum level game, but that execution was tight from Nuba. Oh, see, that's why I say you wall off, right? You get in here, you scout, there's stuff missing. Just wall off. I know you don't generally wall off versus Terran, but like get a forge, get cannons, get stalkers on the high ground. If you walled off here, then the SCVs have to build the bunkers on the low ground, and that's a much different situation. But where they could walk right up and start building these bunkers, that was much more difficult to deal with, and in the end, effective win. 1,450 losses there for Grenia, only 152 for the Terran player, which at the end of the day was 3 SCVs got killed. Good target firing from the Protoss, but just not enough. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Okay, more cheese coming at you. Don't go anywhere. TVZ time on Acropolis, the latter edition. GLHF versus Just. Bottom right-hand corner, red Terran player Just. And top left, he is Zerg, he is GLHF, and he is blue. Aight. So who's going to be the cheeser here? Lots of good Terran cheese. I think Zerg's more limited, but there's still lots of good Zerg cheese as well. Extractor first here into a pool. Nope. Extractor trick. 15 out of 14 supply. You see it here. If you don't know how this works, if you build a building with a drone, it doesn't count against your supply. And then use that supply to build something, and then cancel the building, and you are oversupplied. Ta-da! I'm not sure many pros do it. I don't see it at the highest levels, so I'm not entirely sure it's worth it. But hey, if you want to do it, go right ahead. I think this is a proxy hatch, you guys. Boy, do I love proxy hatcheries. Coming on to the drone's like, hey, hold on. Is he... Wait, what? Why is he... Are you going to proxy hatch? Like, get in here, man. Okay, so he's in here, and he's going to try to get this... No, he's just hatching up back home. Okay, so it's not a proxy hatch, but it is a very fast double gas opening from Just here. Holy smokes, that's fast double gas. This is like Cyclone Rush or Supermass Reaper or something. I don't know if a build... I guess maybe like trying to go super fast battle cruiser would work here, but man, that is so much gas so early. I don't know if you even need... Oh, hang on. He's trying to go for the proxy hatch here, which... I mean, there's already a Reaper on the way, dude. What are you trying to do? Nope. Jukin got the space. I think he got the space. He got the space. He got it down. So the third hatch is going to be a proxy. This is weird. He's got a pool. It's just about done. He's not taking any gas, which helps him have enough minerals to do whatever you're doing here. I mean, honestly, build a bunker. That's my recommendation here from Just build a bunker here, put Marines in it, and call it good. There's no way you can do anything with this. I've tried this, okay? I've tried going proxy hatch against Terran in team games, and if they see it, it's just, you can't get anything done with it, is the problem. I mean, it helps if there's two. Somicron and I did it once out on twitch.tv/falconpaladin. 2v2s with Somicron, funny stuff. And it actually ended up working. Spoiler alert. We got Maynard to cast that one actually too because Somicron is a sub of his. But gas taken here by GLHF, not saturated, and behold the Reaper. Okay, so if this Reaper has proper control, he can kill every one of these drones. Although a Queen is popping out, so never mind. Queen here, and some Slowlings. And the Reaper at this point is just going to die, I think. Unless you can juke around this way and the Queen's late, and the Queen's going to be late. Nice. Alright, so Reaper doing some stuff. Kind of enjoying that here. Is this thing going to finish? It is. Where's your bunker? Oh, this is weird. I mean, not that GLF is doing anything with this hatchery. He's just, okay, now he's starting a queen. And he's starting a pair of Zerglings, but they're not going to have speed. The Reaper's heading on home, healed up by combat drugs. He's pretty happy with his 2 kills thus far. Is that a drone? Oh, that's 2 drones. Well done, Reaper friend. Enjoying that quite a bit. Marine production here. And, yeah, this is not working for GLHF. I really don't see it working at all. The Marine micro is non-existent, but Hellions and Marines really good against slow Lings, and Lings end up dead. Especially if they outvalue them by, like, 150 minerals. So, yeah, the Queen's gonna pop out. Now, this is where things get tricky. Can the Queen kill 3 Marines and a Hellion before she dies? The answer is no, she cannot. This Marine is probably your biggest problem. Yeah. Alright, okay, so Slowlings picking off a Hellion, but another one has popped out here. These Marines are fighting. I mean, a Liberator setting up. I kind of like the Liberator play. Also, some Slowlings run over this way for some reason. This Hellion's attacking the hatchery, because, hey, why not? Any damage is good damage. SCV's pulling off the line here. I am not a super supporter of at this point. Dude, a bunker would have been so good. I understand you got creep all over the place now. It's probably a little bit too late for that, but Liberator on the way. It's taking forever to build for Just. Dude, these Lings are getting stuff done, Just. You gotta save your Zerglings, man. Alright, so Hellion shows up, roasts up the Zerglings. How many SCVs have died unnecessarily? 6? Honestly, Liberator sets up and is going after this stuff, but the Queen shows up. And the Queen says, I'm after you, Liberator. You get out of my face. Lings are in the mineral line. SCV's forced to fight here, too. I cannot believe this is working for GLHF. Look at this macro. Look at this micro on display. The SCV's finally coming to kill the Queen. And now the larva is destroyed, and now Just should be able to hold on here. But guess who's been droning up back home? GLHF has not just been sitting on his butt. He's got a lair. He's got spore crawlers coming up to deal with that Liberator. And by golly, these Broodlings might be able to kill a couple Marines while we're at it. Holy crap. Yeah, 1 Marine dies. And, good micro. Great micro. Doesn't lose another Marine there. Didn't have to. And therefore didn't. Expanding behind this is Just. He really should be tossing down some mules here, although he's been doing that pretty well. He just did. Starport is getting a tech lab on it, assuming probably for a Banshee, which would be pretty awesome. And yeah, Hydralisk Den. So going 2-base Hydra as the follow-up to this. Ooh, 2-base Hydra Nidus. Oh, GLHF, you are a man after my own heart. You know what I like to see in my Zerg cheese. Proxy Hatches and Nidus. Hang on, is there a fusion core? Holy crap, there's a fusion core dance down here. Oh, there's a fusion core dance down here. And I have this memory of Day9 doing a fusion core dance back in the day. And the song that I remember it being is not the song that he plays when he does fusion core dance. Like, my brain is totally broken. I spent like 20 minutes trying to find this on stream a few months ago. Ooh, losing an Overlord bad for GLHF, but he's not supply blocked. Here comes the Nidus in full view of everything, but luckily for GLHF, there's no response from Just here. There's the eruption, and here come the Hydras, and some Lings, and some Queens, and a random Swarm Host. What are these shenanigans? Oh, another Swarm Host. They're going to fight against these Marines, and actually do pretty well, too. Holy crap. Look at them wrecking these Marines. Wow. Locust DPS is great. Alright, man. So that Locust. Trying to kill other stuff. Another Nidus Swarm comes up to the south here. The Liberator unsieges. The Storm Hosts are not quite off cooldown. The Hydras are attacking. Oh! The Battle Cruiser! If that pops, that's huge, but it doesn't actually pop. What? And just taps out. The Battle Cruiser was his win condition. The Battle Cruiser was his win condition. All he had to do, if he had the Battle Cruiser, I guess Lings are wrecking his face over here too. I don't know. All he had to do if he had the Battle Cruiser, though, I think, was kill these Nidus Worms, teleport over here, and kill everything. All right, there's 1 Spore and no Queens over here. I guess the Queens could have popped back home, but there were only 3 of them. So I don't know. The Battle Cruiser could have absolutely turned the tides. All you have to do is have enough army to handle the spawning Nidus Worms, which a tank can do. A tank set up like right here can handle a large area and take down any Nidus Worms that spawn. A big problem is that there are Slowlings. 2 Lings, man. 2 Zerglings getting stuff done. And by that I mean they each have 0 kills. But still, weakening those SCVs. No SCVs here. It was 14 workers to 36. I don't know. I guess maybe GLHF did have that one, even if that battlecruiser popped. It would have been interesting, though. It would have been a much more interesting game, I think, if the BC popped. But that said, the proxy hatch into the Nidus play was beautiful. Just did not respond perfectly to it, or very well at all, to be fair. But again, this is low-level cheese, and low-level cheese is often more interesting anyway. So good job. Good job, GLHF gets the win. Let's move on to more cheese. Don't go anywhere. After all that non-Protoss, you know it's time for some Protoss. It's going to be Safe Me Fit versus Fabroski here on Turbo Cruise, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner, red Protoss player, Fabroski. Super Profundo on the early eve of your day, says Fabroski. And then the top right, it is the blue Protoss player, Safe Me Fit. I don't know what he's trying to say there exactly. Me Fit, Safe Me Fit. Like, none of this like turns into profanity or anything vulgar, I don't think. Greetings, fair warrior. Fabroski is one of those guys that types a lot, it would seem. Gateway coming up here. Gateway coming up here. Nothing too crazy yet. This could be just a proxy nexus play, which we've seen. We've seen succeed and we've seen fail. The Protoss shall unite, which indicates to me that we're going to try... Oh, yeah, the no gas. Ah, dang it. The no gas would be a perfect tell, but he's getting double gas now. Same thing as Safe Me Fit. Okay, fine. Fine. We're not going to see a proxy nexus, I don't think. Oh, it's a... Wait, is that a steal? Oh, it is a one assimilator steal. Okay. Safe Me Fit apologizes with the FU2 clan tag, by the way. With the FU2 clan tag, which is hilarious. I'm going to tell Daddy on you. Who's Daddy for all Protoss? So, like, Tassadar? Do you tell Tassadar when other Protoss are behaving poorly? Or, like, Artanis at this point? Probably Artanis. Sexy Artanis. You guys ever do, ever see anybody or ever play with Artanis as your voice pack in StarCraft 2 and you're playing Zerg? He just refers to your swarm as, like, filthy brood. It's fantastic. He totally talks down to you when you're playing Zerg. I've watched Fatty do that a few times. He loves Artanis, and he's trying to learn Zerg. Or he was a while ago. He's probably, I don't know, maybe learning other stuff now. But anyway, it was great. It was, like, super highlight. But, yeah, check him out. Twitch.tv/FattyTV. And he's a handsome man. He's getting married soon, so he's not super all the times on the streams. But tell him Falcon sent you if you want to go say hi. All right, so I don't know what Safe Me Fit is doing. He got double gas, but he only saturated one of them with 2 workers, and the other one has no saturation at all. So that's really weird, but he is working on double adept, which is fair play. And over here in Fabroski's side of things, he is going to work on something. But he is proxying a gateway up here. So, ooh, DT rush maybe. I would really enjoy a DT rush. Stalker here to kill that assimilator. Ugh, so frustrating. I almost would have just made a zealot if I was Fabroski. I think there was some gateway time there to make a zealot before the cybercore finished and just start hammering on that thing. So as you can kill it, so as you can get that gas, because I think you need it for whatever you're going for here. But double adept coming on out. Stalker handles that pretty well. I mean, especially if you wall this off. Probe. Ooh, bad angle on that probe. Has to go down the ramp. It gets picked off. Couple more stalkers on the way from Fabroski, and really should think about chrono boosting those out. Has the energy for it. The adepts are waiting out here when they could get some delicious probe kills. They just move in right now, and here they come. Here they come. Gonna shade on in and try to kill these probes at the same time. Did he cancel that stalker? Oh, he canceled a stalker. Oh, the probes. Stalker. I know we're probably focusing on this over here. Twilight Council. It's gotta be DTs. Doesn't it? Oh, these probes are fighting. Oh, the humanity. They can't even get a surround. Oh, Fabroski, no. 10 probes have gone down. The adepts are very bravely focusing on adepts, or on probes rather, instead of stalkers, which is brilliant. And suddenly it's 22 to 17 workers. Fabroski is in a world of hurt economically. Can he still pull it off is the question. He's got to be going for a Dark Shrine, right? He doesn't have the gas for a Dark Shrine. No, it's charge. What? Gonna go Zealot charge here. Okay. Alright. Chrono Boost is done. Quality of life patch change a few weeks ago or months ago means that your gateway is automatically turned into warp gates, which is cool. I have not seen a charge lot play attempted in PvP before. We'll see if it works out for Fabroski here. Yeah, it's another gateway. This is just like a Zerg build. Just 5 or 6 gates, get charged, go. War Prism in the mix for really nice reinforcements at the front. But if you proxy, maybe you don't need those. This is so good. This is so good. Okay, bit of a lull here, but check out the merchandise. By the way, link in the description. Just search Shopify and Falcon Paladin in your Google machine, and you'll see hats and mugs and hoodies and pillows. And for some reason, sterling silver bracelets. Weird stuff. If you want to feel like supporting the channel and supporting some Falcon Paladin stuff, go ahead and check it out. We're trying to get some other kind of just general StarCraft themed shirts, which is proving harder to do, but I don't know. We got to get it up. We got to do it. But here's an Immortal. Guess what's not good against charge lots? Immortals are actually really bad against charge lots. That's why I like this from Fabrowski. It goes against the meta and counters it pretty hard. Man, charge is almost done. It's not even being chrono boost. Doesn't matter. I don't know. And there it is. You got your charge lots. How many charge lots do we have? The answer is 5. With 3 more on the way. And charge is getting started from Safe Me Fit, but I think he's just dead. Army supply is fairly even, but Fabrowski is up, and he's got what counters this so hard. Sentries are bad against Zealots. Zealots are good against Zealots because they're Zealots, but charge lots are better against non-charge lot Zealots, which is what we have here. I think this is just a go time now for Fabrowski. He's actually steadily increasing in worker supply, 28 to 21. In army supply, rather, and he is steadily increasing in worker supply, too, so he's done a great job, actually, catching back up in economy and taking an army supply lead. So I think Fabrowski is just kind of outclassing Safe Me Fit here. Although, Safe Me Fit is expanding blind at this point. The observer's going to come in and see absolutely no higher tech at all. I don't know what Fabrowski's waiting for here. Is there like a critical mass of charge lots you want, buddy? This is it. I guess this was the number. 16. Nope, 17. 17 is the number. Observer's like, how is there no higher tech anywhere? Oh, he says. Oh, my Immortals are sad now. I mean, force fields maybe. Ooh, I mean, that was okay. Better place for a force field. Liking that. Liking that. The Zealots are kept at bay here for the time being. Some Zealots warping in. Pylon snipe down. Some Stalkers showing in for assistance from Fabrowski Army Supply. 42 to 19. Fabrowski is killing it. Safe Me Fit is not making any more attacking units. I guess he's making an Immortal. That Immortal has 1 kill. Not as fancy now. Are ya, Mr. Immortal? Oh, the charge lots. They're such good units. They're so much better than even Speedlings. Than a lot of situations. Well, I'm not going to say anything else, but definitely better than Speedlings. Holy crap. Just pound for pound. It's because they packed all the DPS of a Speedling. You know what doesn't need gas? Oh, this probe count is just dying. Safe Me Fit doesn't want to respond to this. He has nothing to say here. They just pack all the damage of Speedlings, like 8 Speedlings into this guy. Plus they get the charge damage, which they thought about nerfing away, but then they didn't. Safe Me Fit calls the GG, shows the good manner. Hard to... Oh! Calls the GG. Just kidding. Hard left there for Safe Me Fit. Again, somebody's going to be like, Falcon, that's actually something that is if you say that, it's actually a super big swear word in Vietnam. I don't know, man. I can't keep track of all that stuff. Anyway, that was good. I kind of like it, especially in PvP. Like, who on earth prepares for charge lot attacks in PvP? Not me. Maybe other people do, but not I, because I don't play Protoss. All right, next game coming your way. Be right back. Hey, Team Cheese. I do love Team Cheese. If you have Team Cheese, send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Team Cheese, and I'll give my screeners a special directive to consider it carefully before discarding it, okay? All right. All right, so top left here on Rosebud, the latter edition, we have Team Wood, the red Terran player Murmur, the blue Zerg player, it is Javi, and the teal Protoss player Laika. Bottom right, yellow Zerg player Dividas, Mantis MM, the purple Protoss, and we have an orange Protoss player Andreas. Oh gosh, double Protoss, either Cannon Rush or double Sky Toss, which is just so hard to handle for team game scenarios. All right, the Cannon Rushes on this map can be pretty good. Where are we doing it? Here we go. Low ground, out of vision. Nobody sees this because nobody's walling off the ramp. And then this probe running around, just being distracting for Mantis MM. I don't... Oh, there we go. He's tossing it up. That's his first pylon. That is the first pylon. It's on the way. Okay, so it's going to be double cannon rushing here. Can the other team hold this? I like that we're pulling off probes to try to take down that pylon, which is 4 or 5 is pretty good. And then an accidental scout here. Oh, Mantis actually allowed the other team to see this. The reaction is not super good at the moment. Oh, they could. I think they could have killed Mantis's probe there if they tried hard enough. Man, there's so much chaos going on, though. It's so hard to prepare for. Another couple cannons coming up. These guys are the main concern, and the team is responding to this pretty well from Team 1. They really want to kill this probe, but they can't. The pylon does get killed. That pylon coming up, though, and these cannons coming in. These probes need to surround and kill something. You need to kill something. That probe, that pylon does end up going down, depowering both cannons. This stuff is still coming up, though. Team 1 is not paying attention to that side, and I think that might be what happens here. I think the response has been pretty good. Oh, with multiple pylons, cannons do show up. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, Team 1, right now. Oh, these cannons are just... Are they in range? That's it. Mantis MM says if we're going to cannon rush, you want us to do it like that? That's right. 2 cannon rushes. Taken out 3 players all by themselves. The Zerg players like, all right, we got queens. We got lings. Can we do this? The Marines are trying to take down that cannon from distance, which I actually really enjoy. Oh, you got to be careful, though. Lings running in. They took out one of the cannons, which is nice. They're trying to work together with those probes to take out that one. And they do clear out the threat up north, which is really good stuff, but this is still a problem for the teal. Now, what's the follow-up going to be? Andreas has nothing back home. Same with Mantis. The Zerg player, what's his follow-up? He really only has 2 bases in speed and a bunch of speedlings. Okay, maybe a speedling follow-up could be pretty good. But it looks like they're just trying to win with these zealot, or with the cannons, rather, as the zealot comes out for Leica. You know what would be really awesome is a tank murmur. You get like a factory up, that'd be really great. But no sign of that. And really no sign of a robotics facility here either. And here come the speedlings. The follow-up at 3.5 minutes. Free probe there. Going to take down this bunker just so it can't be used for anything ever again. Actually, hold on. The Marines are getting inside. Ah! They got the bunker. They got the early attack on there. Very well done. Enough lings here to fight. More and more lings coming on in. Again, drawing people into range of the cannons is not a bad idea. Yeah, the lings are being controlled pretty well here by Devidas. And the main nexus goes down for the Protoss on Team 1. He is out, which means it's a 3v1 now, which is super horrifically terrible. Does manage to expand down here to the south, though. But can he handle these Zerglings? This Zealot doing some pretty good work. Gotta admit, got 7 kills to his name. No HP at all. But look at these cannons continuing to push up. Hey, look, it's a factory attempt for Murmur. In range of cannons, though. Yeah, man. This factory's up here. I think it's a different story for you. More lings cruising on in for the follow-up to try to finish off the crippled Terran player who's making Marines. No tanks for him. Haven't walled off the front yet, because I think that's pretty hard to do with this cannon, I assume. And yeah, lings getting in here. That is just not going to happen. All these SCVs are dead. The Marines are down. The Zerg player is pretty much the only hope at this stage, and the Zerg player is going for roaches, which is fine. I mean, sitting on how many workers now? 31? 31's not bad. I think that's more than anybody else has. I'm trying to go for roach, but you need a good number of roaches or need them positioned well to take out this many Zerglings. The Roach Ravager, good micro on display here. Queen support as well, trying to save his friends. But I really, honestly, man, I was going to say go for Banelings, but do you want to go for Banelings? I'm not sure that you do. Not with all these cannons up. Yeah, I mean, this is a Murmur liftoff orbital command. Throw it somewhere else, please. Zerglings do find the relocation home of Leica. And in a lot of trouble here. Slowlings out for Team 1 Zerg player, which is bad news. Get over here. Get over here and save your stuff. Ugh, the natural base is just a corpse graveyard for drones right now. That Zealot's fighting. What the? How did Mantis get a Zealot over here? I don't know. Leica's out. The Roaches and Ravagers can't do this alone or at all, quite possibly. They do depower a couple cannons, which is nice. Is he the only one still around? No, he's gone too. All right, so victory to Mantis, Davidas, and Andreas in just 6 minutes and 7 seconds. The name of that replay was Cannon Rushing Lessons, which, in fairness, I'd say that what it was. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff from the cannon rushing from the Double Protoss team. And honestly, on this map, I usually go macro opening. I don't really watch for cannon rushes. I don't have a quick pool. And so you have to pull just the right number of drones. You got to shut it down. Everybody has to work together in this situation. You got to spot this stuff as well as spot this stuff. They handled this fine, but the problem was there were 2 players cannon rushing. And in the end, it was Andres' cannon rush that really shut the door on everything everybody was trying to do. Also, with cannon rush, if you just rush tank, Murmur, like, don't worry so much about getting bunkers and stuff up. Just, like, get a tank out as fast as you can. It's surprisingly fast how you can get it out, and then you can just shut down any attempts at cannon pushes on your base. You can set up a tank over here and prevent cannon pushes on your opponent's nexus or your teammate's nexus. So, recommendation for Terran fans in this situation. And then Zerg, I mean, I don't know, spreading creep is nice. Spine Crawler's pretty good at preventing yourself from getting cannon rushed. But really, you're not the one who is getting cannon rushed generally, because creep really is good at shutting that down. Getting Ravagers out as fast as you can is nice. That takes some time, though. It is kind of helpless feeling. Getting Lings out to get on top of cannons that are still warping in can be nice if you get that pull first. But again, if you want macro opening, it's a rough spot to be in. So just kind of gambled and lost, I think. Team 1 did, but good execution from Team South and Team 2. Same team, really. And they get the win. Fantastic. All right, more cheese coming at you. Don't go anywhere. Now it's time for Terran on Terran hate action. Well, maybe not hate, but clever action. Top right-hand corner, it is the red Terran player, Clean. And in the bottom left, it is the blue Terran player, Swarmy Boy. Which, fun name, I think. Swarmy Boy. I thought it was Smarmy Boy, but nope, Swarmy. Whatever the heck that means. If it was a Zerg player, I'd assume it was a reference to Swarm, but whatever. Okay, Proxy racks incoming because of these 2 SCVs coming out so darn fast. Did you ever tell you a story in Heart of the Swarm where accidentally I chose Terran one time for a ladder game? And I was matched up with another Terran, and maybe it was Wings of Liberty because it was on Metropolis. Yeah, I don't think that map made it into Heart of the Swarm. Anyway, Metropolis was a fun map. Okay, so I was like, oh, I don't know how to play TBT. And I still kind of don't. But anyway, I just proxied 2 barracks right near his natural, made a bunch of Marines, and then marched up his ramp and won. And I was like, huh, proxying stuff is fun. Never tried it again, though. All right, man. Swarmy Boy, not scouting at all. If he did scout, he'd probably... Whoa, would he notice the late barracks here and the lack of gas and lack of expansion? Maybe. He'd be like, well, back home, my barracks is almost done, and this one is... Yeah, he probably would. He'd probably recognize that barracks is late and there's nothing else going on, and there's probably enough to set off some warning bells. But guess how you never get warning bells? By never actually scouting. So... at this point, it is going to be a double barracks play here. No gas indicates no Reapers and indicates no Marauders. It's going to be Marines all the way down. Is he going to try to throw up a bunker down here or something? Yeah, he's going to try to throw up a bunker here, which I kind of like, honestly. And no, you can't see this, right? Oh, hang on. Nope, absolutely not. I love this hugging the edges here. From Clean. He's just like, I gotta sneak around. Oh, I'm just a regular SCV scout. Don't mind me. Just here watching your command center get constructed, getting some building tips for when I have to build one later on. The Marines hoofing around the outside. Oh, they come in? They come in, and they do deny the expansion, at least pausing it for the time being. That's pretty good stuff, but killing this is not going to be enough to win. Bunker tossed down on the high ground from Clean. Ooh. Can you get in here? Is this not walled off? I don't know, man. All right, so defensive Marines say, no, you don't get a bunker. That's ridiculous. What you need, Swarmy Boy, is a bunker, though. Marine count is not looking good for you, blue Terran friend. Marines are popping out. Oh, but it's not enough. Oh, that guy pops out. Bad rally. Now it is Marines. Never mind. It's just Marines versus SCVs. I was going to say Marines versus Marines and SCVs, but that's not the case. Oh, second SCV shows up. And I'm going to try to get this bunker finished. Marines are popping out of these barracks at pretty much the same time for Swarmy Boy, which is ideal. Don't get me wrong. If that bunker finishes, though, it's the end of the day. Swarmy Boy's like, no! Bunker can't finish. It does finish, and now it's full, and now everybody's going to die. Repair! Repair, 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 repair. SCV count is falling to the turf here for Swarmy Boy. This is very, very well done from Clean. And yeah, the reactor's going to die, so no more double pumping Marines for you. Canceling that Marine, lifting off the barracks, and like, I guess maybe training a tank would be awesome. Not training a tank, though, even though he does have the resources for it. Not sure what he's building instead. Is he really trying to... No, he's not. Okay, so GG and Clean! With the Clean 2-racks rush, gets the bunker up top, done. The expansion for Swarmy Boy does not work out for him, and bam. I mean, this is generally how this works in all proxies, right? If you don't scout it, and you have an expansion down, especially as Protoss or Terran, it's just so hard to hold, nigh impossible. For Zerg, a little bit easier, because they're supposed to have their expansion down sooner, but even then, super hard. So, if you can scout proxies, easier to hold. But no scouting at all means you're probably going to die. Lesson learned for sure. GG Clean. More cheese coming your way. One guess who the cheeser is going to be in this one. It's going to be Darlanio versus One Base All In. Here on King's Cove, top left. Protoss, he's red. And in the bottom right, sporting the name One Base All In, it is the blue Terran player. Alright, man, you going to live up to your name? Or is this just to fake out somebody? Well, fake out every single person that you play. Alright, this probe is pretty darn sneaky. Darlanio's like, one base all in me, will you? I'm gonna one base all in you first. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the cheese. Hit that like button, by the way, if you are. I just, somebody pointed out a while ago that I just don't get the like ratio that I should have for the views that I get. I don't know how that's determined. I'm bad at math. I'm bad at ratios. So if you think that's true and I deserve a like, hit that like button. If you don't think it's true or I don't deserve the like, that's fine as well. You can even hit the downvote, which some people do. Not very many people, though. Yeah, Darlanio's like, one base all into me. I'm going to cannon rush your face, sucker. All right, so SCV moving out should be able to scout this stuff and say, yes, there's a forge back home. And nothing else for Darlanio. Clearly, they need to worry about some kind of a cannon rush. This is really starting far away, though. Like, I don't even know what the attempt is here from Darlanio. But it's a Reaper opening. SCV's going to come in and not scout a single thing. We'll see this now. Hey, look! You scouted it. GG. That way, you don't have to expand. Oh, sneaky second pylon here. And walled off, but guess who's already in the house? The Protoss is already inside the house. So this one, did he cancel that? He didn't cancel that one. He probably should have. So this pylon gets focused down. This pylon does not get focused down. Did he see this one? It's just in a corner of darkness. Oh no, one base all in. One base all in. I can't even. He's getting away with it. No, Darlanio. I appreciate a good fake out. I totally expected one base all in to be the person one base all inning here and maybe winning. That'd be hilarious. Because, like, you lose to somebody with a one base all in whose name is one base all in. That's embarrassing. That's just. They own you. They owned your face. SCVs, no! One base all in. Poor response. You can't kill an active cannon. Oh, Reaper gets wrecked. You can't kill an active cannon with SCVs. What is wrong with you? All right, Forge coming up. Command Center on the way. Good game! One base all in. Taps the heck out. Hang on. He's making a factory. Nope, he's done. Okay. He's done. Oh, he's making a barracks. He's not even making a factory. Oh, it all came down to scouting, man. It all came down to he saw this, and then he saw this. Look, man, if Protoss has made 2 pylons on your side of the map, there's probably a 3rd one. Just keep that in mind. Keep scouting, man. Those SCVs almost got up to the point and saw that pylon, but they didn't. That would have saved the day. Seeing the 2nd pylon and shutting, or the 3rd pylon and shutting it down would have helped one base all in immensely, but he was one base all inning. Actually, no, he was building a command center. What the heck, dude? Oh, I'm so confused by this guy. Anyway, good cannon rush. Good 3rd effort there. This is weird. This is almost like bait. Oh no, he says. You found my cannon rush. Whatever will I do? Oh no, you found this one too. Help. But then this is the one that actually gets it done. Loving it. Loving it for sure. Did he have a cannon defending? He did. He had a cannon defending back here too against Reaper attacks. GG Darlanio. Short stuff, good stuff, sweet stuff so far. Okay, got a couple more longer ones, and then we're going to finish this up. So stick with it. We're almost done. We'll be right back. It's Star Mike, it's Coleslaw, it's Acropolis, the latter edition. Top left, Redzerg player, Star Mike. Bottom right, Coleslaw with an extra E on Acropolis. Alright, ZVP stuff. I don't recognize either of these player names, so I'm not entirely sure who will win this. Sometimes I recognize names, and that gives me a hint as to who will win, but I don't know. Sometimes players send in losses. If you send in a loss, you have earned my everlasting respect. Okay? Okay. Alright, so Coleslaw. This is a pretty darn early probe, man. Good luck, have fun, he says. I'm a cannon rush your butt. I think that's what this is. And there's a forge. Yep. Alright, so play the game here. Okay, so he's throwing out a pylon to look like he's just blocking. Which, in fairness, is annoying for Star Mike. Is your name a gay stripper reference? Star Mike is kind of a gay stripper reference, I think. Does sound like the name of a stripper. I guess Magic Mike? Was that the movie a while ago? Anyway, cannon rushing from down here seems really weird. But okay. I'm down. The problem is that Star Mike went pool first, and that shuts this down pretty nicely. Although not nicely enough. Ah, I think the drones are late. Yeah, they recognize they're late, so they're like, screw it. Let's get a quick Roach Horn, get some Ravager, shut this stuff down. Coleslaw not really defending back home here either. And there's the Roach Horn. There you go. Tahat would be my stage name, he says. Well, it's nice of you to share. Nice of you to share that information with us. Ooh, how do you get a drone out? Incredible. All right, man. So he's like, you're going to do this to me. I'm a proxy hatch your natural base and see how you like them apples. Honestly, if he just like proxy hatched over here, it'd be kind of sweet. So let's see. Oh, he's going to proxy hatch up here. Okay, okay. All right, so it's not as in your face, but it is very sneaky, although the probe scouts it almost immediately. So perhaps not as sneaky as I wanted it to be. Rough stuff. Rough stuff had my all there. And yeah, he's just going to cannon shut it down is what he's going to do. I mean, not even going to hide it. He's like, look, man, I'm throwing up a pylon here. Go away. Cancel this hatch. Don't make me put cannons down. All I have to do is put a cannon down and this shuts it down, but I don't want to spend the resources on it if I don't have to. Is he going to do it? Yeah, at some point Coleslaw needs to start that cannon. He can definitely afford to do so. It's not like he is starving for... There it is. Yeah, so cannon up. And all right, Star Mike, it's up to you now. It's up to you to cancel that thing. But it's definitely going to be a one-base Nidus play with Roaches and Ravagers here from Star Mike, which Coleslaw honestly should expect. Anytime you contain a Zerg player on one base like this, a Nidus is their answer about 90% of the time. They think about it, at least. The pro players won't usually do that just because of how well other pro players on the Protoss sides can shut that down. But at the lower levels, it's not bad. So yeah, here comes the cannon. There's the cancel, and the drone dies. All right, well, at least the cancel got down. That counts for something. Hey, we were going full Haz. Full Haz-a-rooney. Oh, losing a Ravager there was bad. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough here from Star Mike. I'm not going to lie. And also, I don't see a Nidus coming in. So, double Stargate here from Coleslaw. Oops, Shield Battery comes in. Shield Battery makes this so much harder to deal with. And we've talked about this before on the channel, but I do kind of feel like Shield Battery shouldn't start with full energy and an offensive capability. I understand they're really good for defense and they're kind of necessary for Protoss for defense. I get that, and I respect it. But on offense, to have a full Shield Battery pop in an offensive capability just kind of ruins the whole aspect of the Shield Battery, in my opinion. It's a defensive thing. It shouldn't be an offensive thing, in my opinion. Ooh, Void Rays. Cannon Rush into Void Rays. What is this? Is this the 3v3s that I play? It sure is. So there's your Nidus network. But the problem is, none of this stuff is really good at killing Void Rays at all. But here comes your Nidus anyway. There is nothing back home. There is nothing back home at all. But the Void Rays are going to be so hard to deal with. So much harder than an Immortal and a Warp Prism is to deal with. Holy crap, this is really bad stuff. All right, man, here we go. Void Ray actually not going after drones immediately. Instead, choosing to try to take down, you know, an Overlord. And here comes all of the dead probes in the entire universe. Yeah, that's it. So Coleslaw has enough resources to build a Nexus somewhere, which is really nice, actually. Not spending your money effectively is sometimes good in situations like this. But Cybercore going to go down. That Spore Crawler is probably unnecessary. I don't know. But the Void Rays are present. Spore Crawler getting some free shots off on these Void Rays. There you go. Pulling back. Nidus Network is going to die. Queen pops out and says, hey, stop hitting my network. The prismatic alignment is too good. And the networks are armored. So there you go. There's your base. Coleslaw says, I'm going to expand down here. Don't worry about it. Think we're good to go. Thanks. More and more spores coming up. Another queen would be great, but guess who's supply blocked? Star Mike certainly is. So Coleslaw's like, all right, well, I didn't like this base anyway. This base kind of sucked. I'm going to let it die to the Zerg. Probes in here to fight against this Spore, which is friggin' hilarious. They get it. Using probes to fight is fantastic. Using the Zealot to fight is also very funny. He doesn't have any kills, but he did his job. Get back to work. Oh, the drones are on gas. Why are you getting so much gas? What you need here are Spores and Queens, man. Spores and Queens would be fantastic. Also, ready for long-distance mining. Well, ready for short-distance mining, these guys are. And supply blocking Coleslaw? Nope, definitely not. So, Swarm Host in the way. All right. Boy, do I not think that's enough. Get out of there, Queen. Pull back to the safety of the relative safety of the Spore. Ooh, the drones get a surround on the Zealot, and with the Queen, they finish him off. But the income is nothing right now. Another Nidus Network coming in. What on earth is this going to be for, though? Spores, get into position. Yeah, liking this. More Queens, more Spores. I'm rooting for Star Mike here. First, because Coleslaw is kind of mean. Second, because he went Cannon Rush into Void Ray. He does not deserve to win. I've arbitrarily decided this as owner of this channel. If you don't like it, you can register your complaints in the comments. By the way, I read every comment anyone ever makes on this channel and ever will make. Well, I don't know about that. If I ever get huge and I have like 1 million subscribers and comments are coming in fast and hard every time I post anything, I probably won't read all of the comments, in fairness. Ooh, there's nothing in that Nidus Network, right? No? Good. All right, so Locust coming down and like kind of draining some energy off of one of the shield batteries, but that's about it. Queen's fighting. All right, these Void Rays are down to 106 and 40 HP respectively, which is bad. But happily mining off of one base now is Coleslaw. 20 to 19 workers. A one base to a one base scenario is really bad for the Zerg. He does not want to have this at all. He probably should expand over here, honestly. If I was him, I would expand over here. He's got the resources for it. He's sitting on 800 minerals right now. His injects are not great. As this layer is not injected, it's the only base he needs to worry about. And he has 3 queens available too, mind you. They get more Swarm Hosts. So this is a weird game. I'm enjoying it though. Like, don't get me wrong. I've never seen Swarm Host attempted versus this particular strategy, but maybe this is enough to take down a cannon. That is a lot of DPS. 6 Swarm Hosts is a good number. He's waiting for 3 more, which I think might be a mistake. The longer you wait, the worse this is going to be for you, buddy. Stop waiting. But Spore Crawler is not really making queens anymore. Hey, he did it. He heard me. Okay, so this is enough to kill a cannon. You can't heal through that, I don't think. Nope. And how about that? Additionally, no. Oh, hang on. Oh, with a Void Ray support you can. Okay, so 6 kill Photon Cannon. 6 kill Photon Cannon. The Void Ray is racking up kills here too. But again, those were free units. Those were not Zerglings that died. Those are not Swarm Hosts that died. Those are not Queens that died. Those are just Locusts that died. That's beautiful. What are these guys? Oh, everyone coming. They're checking for additional bases. They're trying to find this is what they're trying to find. Oh, Nidus coming up. Oh, the Zergling found this. And then the Nidus is... all right. So Nidus Network never actually died. He's trying to get roaches in here to kill all this stuff. And maybe pull the Void Rays away so that the Locust can clear all this out. I like this. Oh, never mind, Ortis. Maybe move the Swarm Host over here. That's cool, too. Holy crap. Coleslaw's going to lose his Nexus. Can he save it? No way. That is way too much DPS. That is way too many Locusts. They're fighting. They're trying to take him down, but no! And Coleslaw does have enough money to rebuild his Nexus. Once again, but he doesn't matter. Star Mike comes out on top. Wow. Okay, maybe I should give some thought into swarm hosts as the answer to getting cannoned in at my natural base. You think maybe that's the answer, guys? That was awesome. Cannons, void rays, swarm hosts, roaches, ravagers, queens, spores, niduses. Good stuff. This has been a fun cheese compilation. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks again to the screeners. Thanks again to everyone who submitted stuff. And honestly, if yours didn't get chosen, I don't know, maybe step up your game a little bit, I guess. I mean, we're looking for stuff that is 7 minutes or shorter in general. If it's amazing creative cheese like this one, it can be longer, as we've seen. And the higher level you are, the more likely your cheese is to be chosen. So, like, if you're Diamond Masters level and it shows a high level of execution or defense, that is a good reason for my screeners to choose you too. Just some hints. Okay, coming at you. I think this is going to be the last one. Stick with it. We'll be right back. Final cheese of today will be between Mandragora and Fabrowski here on New Repugnancy, the latter edition. All 3 screeners voted for this. Top right-hand corner, Red Terran player, Mandragora. That is so many syllables, dude. And in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Protoss player, Fabrowski. All right, so I think I've had a pretty good mix of Terran wins and Protoss wins and Zerg wins today. Do you think so? Let me know in the comments if we got this right, because I often hear from you guys if it's like, no Protoss won today, and it's like, look, man, I just cast the cheese that gets chosen, yo. If you want Protoss wins, send me Protoss wins. And then people do, and it works out. It balances out in the end. That's what's great about it. Anyway, proxy command. What the heck? Mandragora is throwing on the proxy command center in the top left. What in the name of Fergus McDootson is he up to? On the other side, the probe's like, all right, no gas, no barracks, no command center. Something is afoot here. Gas coming down, but that just makes it more suspicious. Is this like the longest planetary fortress rush float of all time? Why not just build it here, or like here at least? I mean, generally, traditionally, if you want a command center rush, you build it here, right? You just float it over. Not many Protoss will scout this area, especially on this map, because direct scouting path is here. But, yeah. So there's the double gas. That indicates, and it's an engineering base, so it is a planetary fortress. Something. It feels like the longest distance planetary fortress rush of all time. All right, let's see if it works out for him. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Halfway through that, I was like, ooh, I have a quote. But then I messed it up. All right, so that's got to be a lift, right? Why on earth would you build a planetary fortress here? And why on earth would you lead this probe all the way back? Ooh, the probe actually lost the trail. Hang on, there's only a couple places they could be. There's the liftoff. Okay. And let the longest command center planetary fortress rush of all time commence. Here he comes. He's got warning lights on in case you don't see him. Is he going to land it here? Oh my gosh, I think he's going to land it here. Is this any? That's a shield battery. And these are stalkers, which I really enjoy. Stalkers pretty good against buildings. Here it comes! The probe's like, where? Oh, hang on, I see this. Incoming. Now, you can stop this by putting a probe underneath it so it can't land. Perfect. Wait. Almost perfect. Perfect. Okay. Fabrowski is shutting this down as you are supposed to shut this down. If you're getting cannon planetary fortress rush, is just put the probe underneath the thing. And he's building a robotics facility behind it. Oh my gosh, this is so sad for Mandragora. Let him finish it. Is this just... Wow. Is this a whole video of just shutting down a planetary fortress rush? I kind of feel like it is. Man, it's taken so much damage already. I am not convinced. Oh, pylon going down. Probe still blocking. This is so frustrating for Mandragora. I don't think we've seen this executed so well on the channel. Usually the Protoss, like, doesn't respond to this, doesn't block it, allows it to land. Look at the repair coming up. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, crap, it's down. But guess what's on the way? Just kidding. There's not an immortal on the way. There should be an immortal on the way, though. The SCVs are dead, so repairs aren't going to be possible. And now there are 4 stalkers attacking it. Can the planetary fortress win this against 4 stalkers? There's an immortal coming in, too. I think... Oh, it's not even going to finish. Is it not even going to finish? Man, stalker DPS versus armored is so good. That's the bonus. Desperation Mule called down at the last second. Going for the repair. And gonna repair it a little bit, but not a lot, not a whole lot. Planetary Fortress is done, but guess what? No stalker kills, and that's your good game. Fabrowski successfully defends the cheese, representing Protoss players everywhere. Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was fun stuff. Nicely defended by Fabrowski. Ranjagara just frustrated as all get out. Look, man, next time build it here. Then you don't have to fly all the way the crap from the top left to try to make that happen. Ah, good effort. Good effort, though. Would have liked to see a successful planetary fortress, but I guess, I mean, it did land. It did some damage to this one stalker, which is cool, but in the end, 'twas not enough. All right, well, you know what? That's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and your cheese compilation for August 2019. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.